Hello farmers and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It is early morning, 7:15, and we are down in the lower plateau. We got to get some things done today, or at least in the early morning hours if we can. I do have a helper on the west side. He's fertilizing the last field of our cotton fields, the small narrow one on the far west side. And we'll get the John Deere over here in our corn fields that we planted a while ago. They all have weeds growing in them, like they always seem to do. So we're going to get him on a worker to go ahead and get rid of these weeds here. So we check out the map. I was checking contracts. Weeds everywhere. Field 35 still has potatoes in it. Harvesting contract of $99,000 or so. I'm hoping that gets taken care of. At some point I might take care of it myself. But like I said, for today, the John Deere, he's going to be taking care of these fields here. I don't remember what we're doing up here in these fields. It looks like I got to spread lime in this one. And I assume the other ones are all... No, that's ready for harvest. That's ready for harvest. That is growing. All right. We're focusing on down here today. So let's jump over here to our Volvo truck. And it looks like our worker got about that far, fertilizing what was a cotton field, but now it's going to be a sugar beet field because of the sugar factory that we happened to buy last time and place down. So I want to get that up and running as soon as I can because, we spent money for the factory. I want to put it to good use. And plus it's going to take a few days, to plant, grow, maintain, and harvest before I can get there. I think the truck can stay right there. It should be fine. Hop in here, start the engine, and get that worker up and going and get that field going. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into our case quad and cultivating these fields here because I've been riding around in this cotton fields and of course damaged the crop, so I can't replant there. So I want to get this field started here, and I do believe the case quad is right here, which it is. Perfect. Now, I do need to fertilize the grass field again, but for some reason, the slurry is not taking that field at the moment. So, I'm not sure what's going on there, but I think I'll have to wait for it to hit full growth stage before I can do it. That is where our money's going to come in handy today to pay off the loan interest at night. But I'm hoping that at some point today, we make enough cash to where we can start paying off the loan again. Now, there are more factories I've been seeing out there, but I need to slow down on those kind of things. So, we're just going to keep what we have for now. Right now, we're going to set up GPS because this is a kind of a big field, so I want to be a little bit lazy and not have to really steer or anything like that. That should be good right there. Let me go ahead and turn around. Yeah, so the John Deere will take care of those fields over there. I think they're all... Are those already fertilized or not? Where are we at here? No, that's one stage of fertilization. So they need to be fertilized as well. We'll get to that at some point where the John Deere will. But the main thing is flip these fields over. And plus I got the fields in the upper plateau that, I need to spread some lime down and harvest. Now, I do believe that is barley that we are harvesting up there. And, of course, we have the bakery, which makes bread. We're waiting for that price to go up. We have like 90,000 liters of bread sitting there, waiting for that price to get over $1,000 per. And we can bring in a good amount of money there. Yeah, but the job for today is basically get this field here, this cotton field, flipped over to cotton again, and the other field that the Fent is working on, we're going to put sugar beet into those so we can use a sugar factory. But first step up is to get this field cultivated so when the Fent finishes over there, you can come over here and start planting some cotton. So let's get this field cultivated for them so we don't have any crop circles hanging around here for us. So let's get to work on this little guy in the morning as I drink my coffee while this guy does all the GPS for us.
you're putting in. All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be conscience. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason. And a little bit of faith has got to come my way. My mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile, it leaves you with a scar. Don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are.
With the first field all cultivated, I got the worker going in the other field where we're going to put our sugar beet in, and we got our no, I don't want to sell, I want to repair. Thank you. $2,000. Yeah, so I got a Fendt tractor. He's putting in the cotton in the field we just cultivated, and then he'll move on over and go ahead and finish off the other field with some sugar beet. I did just check the prices, and the price of sugar is over $1,000 right now. And as you can see, we got a John Deere right there. Actually, I was going to do this field over here first because the John Deere should be over here shortly. And I don't want to be getting each other's way, so we're going to go ahead and spray this field over here. That way, when the John Deere comes over, we're not trying to fight over the same spots. That makes sense at all. So let's go ahead and get this guy all set up. I am going to try to use, not try to use GPS, try to use? I think I know how to use it by now. We're going to set up GPS for over here and the rest of our fields as well, I think. Because that way I don't have to pay too much attention to what I'm doing. Let's face it, because I need all the help I can get when it comes to steering. Point A. Point B. And did it auto select? Oh, I'm backing up, that's why. That's why. I'm like, I don't see the dotted lines, man. Need to help me out. Let's move that over a little bit like that. And there, we're all set to go. Now I can concentrate on what I want to say. So yeah, the sugar price is over $1,000 per. And 1 liter sugar beet equals 1 liter of sugar. So we're going to make tons of money on that at some point. The bread is slowly going up. We're at like $800 per. And I know it gets up to 1,000, so it just comes to a point of, you know, how badly do we need the money. Now, I would really like to pay off some of the loan at some point in this in-game day. Probably before we head off to bed we'll do it, but we should have some cash to do so. Checking on the animals, I do need, and this is why we made us fertilize a couple fields, I do need to go up and take care of the animals in the upper plateau. The sheep need some care. The chickens need some wheat and some water. So we need to go up there and take care of them. The sheep are desperately, not desperately, but they're getting almost desperate where they need hay and water. Helper E has completed their task. Are you telling me he's done? Wait, which one's Helper E? Oh, that was the Case Quadratech cultivating that small little field over there. That makes sense. I was like, who can be done already, man? That was quick. Yeah, so we need to go up there and take care of our animals and our horses. In the next in-game day, we should be able to sell them to some wonderful owners that want some good horses that we have trained. So we should get some money easily tomorrow. 10 horses, so we should get $500,000. But then again, I want to go ahead and spend $50,000 of that buying new horses and training them. So, but we'll make a profit of 450 plus, you gotta figure all the food and all that stuff that we feed them. But yeah, we do make a good amount of money tomorrow. So we got money sitting around. So hopefully in the near future we can get below 40 million on the loan, which would be great. Our cows are making more and more milk. Our sheep are making more and more wool, and we got our chickens are starting to really flourish. The two newer pens that we put down, or the coops, if you will, free-range chickens that we have. Yeah, we're getting plenty of those now. So at some point, we're gonna have a huge egg sale, and this town's gonna be like, "That's enough eggs, thank you, sir." It kind of sucks. One thing about this field is just big enough to where I gotta do 3 passes. I can't leave that little bit unattended here. So go ahead and take care of that. Now, one of the mods I may put down, but I haven't checked on it yet, is the ethanol plant, which kind of comes from Hazard County, Georgia's map. I may try to put that down, and it's an ethanol plant, and it takes corn and water, if I remember when I went and visited the ethanol plant on that map. Where would I put it? I don't know. I probably would have to buy another placeable area and put it there. A good spot for it, because I think it's kind of on the big side, is the field right behind us, field 34. Might be the correct size for it, but that's not something I'm going to do for a while. We bought a few factories here and there recently, and it's time, like I said, to dig into that loan just a little bit more before I start this, because I mean, I could just start downloading mods everywhere now, because they're coming out fast and furious, it seems like. Let's go ahead and fold that up. You know what, while I'm here, because I don't think I have enough to do all the fields, I will top off our tank here. Because like I said, shortly here, we're going to go ahead and probably do a little bit of another field. Fertilizing. Something I don't usually ever show is fertilizing with the sprayer, so I thought we'd do some today. If I can pull in here correctly. Liquid fertilizer, yes please. I didn't use much of it, but let's go ahead and top it off. Thankfully, with all of our greenhouses and the solar power plant, even though we're spending money on workers and refilling some equipment here and there, our money is slowly increasing, actually. So that's a good thing. Like I said, I think we might actually put down more greenhouses. I think we have 10 of them, and I think we'll put some like on the opposite side. I don't think I'll be able to put any more factories down in the small area that we have. So I may just as well put down some greenhouses, because the pigs are making enough manure. That should not be a problem, and water is free. It's just a matter of putting the money up front for all the greenhouses that we will have. Now, 10 greenhouses at $25,000 a piece. Yeah, that's $250,000. So that's a good chunk of change. So we'll just have to wait and see if I want to go ahead and do that. I mean, at some point we will, because I mean, it's kind of like free money coming in. Alright, so I think I'll just make one pass here, then I'll set him off on a worker. And then we're going to head up to the upper plateau and grab a tractor, trailer, feed the chickens. I am going to have to bring some hay up to the sheep. And then what I'll probably do is leave the Volvo truck and trailer up there, And then we can bring the barley on down to our bakery later on in another episode. But we're going to make one pass on down here, and yep, looks like I missed it a little bit. I seeded this field myself, and I think the way the width of the seed row was, it was just close enough to where I thought I seeded some areas, and maybe I didn't. I can turn off GPS because that would drive me nuts seeing I kept seeing the lines there. I'm like, what are those lines for? Oh yeah, the other fields. So this corn here is probably going to be for the pigs and also for storage. Hopefully we get enough. We do have some sunflower in stock as well, but I think that's going to be for the pigs as well. Even though the price is not too bad right now. I think it's like $8.50. And I have a good amount of it, but might as well just keep it for the pigs. Alright, you go ahead and finish that field off for me, please, and then you'll go over to the other one. So this is looking a lot better. I noticed field 33 is second stage of weed, so I wonder if a contract came up for weeding that. There's that wonderful field 35 for almost $100,000. I took it once, I declined it, and it came back. It's like that one of those so-so friends you try to get rid of, and they keep coming back, and it's like, all right, well, you're here. Stick around. So there's our cotton being put in. And, of course, our weeds are getting taken care of. And if I get rid of the weeds, double fertilized, double fertilized. But let's go ahead, and we're going to hop on up here. There's our harvester. Is everything back here? It looks like it. Now, did I fill up? I didn't use that one, did I? Or did I? No, that does not have a tip door in the back. So in order to feed those chickens, I'm going to have to grab my other trailer. Where is my other trailer? Loading wagon. That is a good question. Let's grab this little fella here. Notice I didn't call him a guy, I call him a fella this time. For now, I will fill this one up with wheat and go fill up the other chickens. And maybe I'll try to top off the other chicken thing, but I don't think it's going to do it because I don't have a small trap door, but maybe it will. I think I've done this once already. I said, oh, I shouldn't accept it, and it did. So, you know what, let's just go ahead and fill this up all the way, because 3 chicken coops, I think a lot of them could take a lot of feed here. And this T8 could use a little bit of repair. There's my other trailer out in the elements of weather. Oh yeah, I got some straw to pick up. I know it's been about a week since I've been on this map, so some of the things I kind of forgot we did, and I just remembered. I tried putting some fence down along this cliffside over here. But looks like those fence posts are really made to be put on flat land, and we're not really flat over here. So I put down some trees to kind of say, hey stupid, remember there's a cliff here, watch where you're going. And can I sneak through here? Yep, just barely. Just barely. Oh, and there was an update to the animal extension, in case you didn't see me mentioning that on Hazard County. So that's why the pipes are going to be out where the water trough is. So let's go ahead and give these chickens some feed. Okay, they didn't take too much of it, but there's not a full pen yet. But they were in the red. They took a little bit more. Now we're heading over to the full pen and see how much they will take, if any at all, from this trailer. I think it's like deja vu. It's like I don't think it can take it from here, and then I'm like, wait a minute, did I do this before? I think so, and I think I was shocked that it took it from this trailer. But now I can't remember if I did or didn't. So I'm doubting myself, like always. Alright, well, it says it does, but I think the problem was the door going up. Yep. Yeah, now I'm having flashbacks. Yeah, I'm not going to sit there and fiddle with that because the door opens in the back. So I'll bring this back, put this into the silo, I'll grab the other trailer and come back and do it the correct way. Yeah, so this trailer will work. The problem is when the back of the door opens, it pushes the trailer away from the coop and the trigger point, so it won't really fill up. It'll just take me forever. So I'm going to go ahead and do the proper way, fill them up, and then we'll start giving these animals some water, and maybe even move some of those animal extension water pipes around. Well, I just had it checked. Those chickens in this pen over here took that whole trailer load. It almost topped them off, though, so I think they're close enough for now. And as we know, the other chickens, we topped them off as well. But everyone is dirty up here, and I just realized I can't clean those chickens out now because I gave them a full thing, a full trough of water. Excuse me, food. Yeah, I got water in the brain because I need to take care of the sheep next. And I'm starting to wonder if I do need that flatbed Chevy pickup truck. It looks really nice, great mod, but do I really need it now since... wait, does that have a 3 front loader? Do I have a front loader on this? I don't think so. Trying to remember. I don't see the hookup for that if I do. Just thinking that because I need to clear out the sheep and stuff. You know what? Let's not do that. I was going to hook up the animal extension water, and I think we'll just go ahead and give them water that way. I think it might cost me some cash, though, but, you know, I'm in the whole $40 million, which is a little bit more, correct? So let me bring up the HUD so I don't forget. Alright, so first thing I'm moving is this right here. And I think we'll just put this right on over here like this. And let's make sure we just lower that so it's actually in the ground, if that makes sense. Alright, so that is quickly set. G to select the other one. And I think what we'll do is to make it just look a little bit different. Can I do it like... that's not going to look right. Yeah, that dog doesn't agree either. Sounds like a wild coyote, if you ask me. Okay, let's scroll that down so it's in. And then rotate that way. On second thought, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. We're going to do it like this. And which one is camera angle? Should be C, correct? I mean, it makes sense. Alright, so I just need to rotate it like that. That's pretty well lined up, I think. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay, now this and this. We'll lower that down. Alright, I think that's fine the way it is. This action cannot be undone. Well, in a way it can be. You can disable the mod, save the game, then reload the mod, and do it all over again. The question is... I don't think I'm getting charged for it. Keep in mind, I do have a worker going, so the money is going down that way. You guys take a lot of water. But it's easier than me running around, I guess, and filling up a tanker and coming over here and filling up a couple times. How many sheep do we have now? Sheep. Looks like 100. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, so now what I need to do is bring some grass up here. Now, I got to be careful because I don't have a storage area up here for... Well, excuse me, hay. I don't think I got grass anywhere. So hay. I do have bales, though. But I don't want to bring the baler up here because I need to bring the trailer up here for the barley. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to bring up like maybe... Let's just say 50,000 liters of hay. I think that would be fine. That's going to bring them up quite a ways here. So 50,000 liters of hay on the way. is what I say. Be way back you today. Yeah, I'm done. I'll see you in a second. Well, here we are with our 50,000 liters of hay on the way back to the sheep pasture to give them some food. Then we'll grab the Valtra and we'll come up here and clean the sheep. I cannot clean out the chickens, like I said. I just gave them some grain, so I'm not going to have nowhere to put their food. So I'll try to clean them out in the next episode in the afternoon hours. But it is already actually noon-ish. It's 11:30. Busy morning, like it always is on the Pacific Northwest. Come on through here, make sure I don't hit any of my pallets. Don't want to hit any of those pallets. Looks like the water did turn off, which you would hope. And I'm kind of hoping that the sheep take all of this. If there is a little bit left extra in the trailer. Oh, that's a lot left in the trailer. And I just hit. There we go. That is a lot. Crap. Alright, so what we're going to do for now is I'm going to just place this over here. Not the ideal thing, but we're not playing seasons. And it's not going to, you know, it's not going to go anywhere. Why is it when it's in the trailer it looks so small, then you dump it on the ground and it looks like that, man? Yeah, okay. It is what it is. How long before I get some more sheep? Because when I get one, I'm going to get 4. And they'll be able to take some more food. Oh, not too far from now. Another 3.5 hours, I'll have 4 more sheep. And they'll eat some of it. So, yeah. So they only take 50,000 liters for every 100 sheep. Alright, not a problem. Not a problem at all. I may just ran over some chickens. I don't think they come out that far. So we're going to bring this back to the main, the upper plateau main farm. We'll start filling this up with some barley. As we can see, I think all these 3 fields that we have up here to harvest is barley as well. I kind of forgot that I had straw in the field. The question is, do I want to keep doing straw? No. Am I going to? Yes. Why? Money. And I think we need straw as well. If I remember correctly, we're kind of running low on straw. Which seems rather weird to say that, since it always seems like I had straw to begin with. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and fill this up with barley so I can bring this down later on to our bakery. But as we go in here, I wanted to show you this earlier, and I didn't quite, but I did tell you. And I did want to see. So the sugar stopped at 1,049. So instead of just selling sugar beet upright, which, like I said, 127, 140, which is about the average price here in Hard Economy, we're going to make like tenfold on that. So that sugar factory is well worth it. The cheese, I'm still not seeing a great increase over the milk. So to me, the cheese factory, not quite worth it. The bread, $8.40 and still rising at Agro Wholesales. Gets up to 1,000, sold. So in the afternoon hours, we definitely need to get these barley fields all harvested so I can bring this on down. Now, there was an update to the bakery from when I originally used it, because if you remember when I put the barley in before, or was it wheat? I don't remember. It pretty much just spit it right back out as bread. So I don't know if they slowed down the rate of how fast it makes the bread. But that doesn't matter. The main thing is that we have barley to put into the bakery. But I will need to remove all those pallets that we have. Now we're just grabbing our Voltra. And the last thing we're going to do for this morning is we're going to go ahead and clean out our sheep. I want those sheep to keep producing wool. More wool, the better. Yeah, so our back pocket for money income tomorrow is the horses. I always got to think of, do I want to buy a trailer? And I think I might buy a trailer because I got the same one I want to use on Hazard County, Georgia. And I think I'm going to buy the same one for here. It's different than what I've been using. I don't think it is on the Mod Hub on Giant's website, so it's not like a big secret thing here. You've probably already been seeing it and use it yourself. I've seen other people use it as well, and I kind of like the looks of it, so we'll probably go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's go in here and make a complete fool of myself like I always do. I do like this mod, because you have to go in and clean the sheep out. The problem is, I don't like how you have to get in there. And once you're in there, it's kind of hard to see what you're flipping doing, but... Okay, so before I put that down, I want to square myself up here. And once I'm in that far, I can't see what I'm doing, so I turn around and do it like this. And I am going to try to clean up this pile while we're here as well. But let me go ahead and shut this gate behind us so none of the sheep get out behind us. Any Dan Marinos here? Any Dan Marinos? How about Danielle Marinos? They don't answer. It's kind of hard when no one answers when you always talk to yourself. I just realized I don't have the weight on the back of this, so this is gonna... Yep. So let's keep the bucket down as low as I can. Not that low where it hits the wheels. No, can't raise the bucket at all. I mean, it's a pretty much full bucket. 15,000 liters. I think it's 15 or 12 do I got in this one. I'm not going to look because I'm trying to dump this in here. There we go. Now it's much cleaner around here. And I'm going to leave this parked right over here so it reminds me to clean up the chickens later on. But the chickens are doing wonders for us. We're starting to get more and more eggs. Is that a full pallet? Almost. Almost a full pallet. But I got like 2 full pallets here. So that means I probably got 2 more full pallets over there. We got a lot of barley to harvest next episode. Let's see how our workers doing. Cotton's getting along just fine. The John Deere can come over here and weed that. Like I said, we got these 3 fields right here to harvest. And this one, did I put barley in that or did I put corn? I put corn in that one. All right. So I got 3 more barley fields to harvest. So we'll focus on these 3 fields right here. What I'll probably have to do, because we're spitting out straw, is I'll put the harvester, our masher, on a worker, and we will be using our Volvo truck and trailer. Cause will that pipe actually fit into that trailer? Yes, it does, because we did that on Mercury Farm, so that shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, keep on loading into that, and I'll be in the other T8, or in one of the T8s, pick up the straw, and I don't want to. Am I going to sell it? Crap, because we are getting low on straw, but like I said, I don't have a silo up here that accepts straws to store it. I'll figure it out. I either have to sell it or just transport it on down anyways. Yeah, I'll probably transport it myself because the trailer that we use for grain holds 90,000 and our loading wagon holds 90,000. So why would I transfer over to the trailer that holds 90,000 anyways? I'll probably have to transport all the way down here into our silo. This is the reason why. I think that's about all the straw that I have is right here, which is actually quite a bit, but I need it for bedding for the horses, for the pigs and the cows, and Total Mix rations for the cows. So yeah, we need some straw. Total Mix rations, silage we got plenty of to go make more Total Mix rations, but we're doing well. And the main thing is I cannot wait to get the sugar beet in this field, harvest that, and stick that into the sugar factory. I mean, making that much cash would be great. Our grass field should also be ready for harvest. Is that in the final growth stage? It is. So I'm going to have to try to fertilize that. I may take our fertilizer sprayer here and do it because for some reason it's not accepting slurry. But that's for a different day, and I'm talking about different projects. Yeah, so I need to get out of here. It's lunch. I need my tuna fish sandwich. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.